to another Roblox Anime Card Clash video. They put quite a lot of stuff in, if you've either watched the other videos I made this or not. Pretty much there's a lot of stuff. Okay, the basic things they added, at least when I played it, was, I guess I'll show you that first. Oh yeah, I need to make sure I buy these first. I will talk about this after. For now, I'm just gonna buy all these, and I'll talk about it after. But first thing, obviously there's the raids. Oh nice, I think I just got some mutations. I guess it makes a sound, yeah, when you get a mutation on this. But anyway, first things first, you have your base, right? You got, you start out, whether you're new or not, you have a limited cards place. You can disable that placed in the settings, but why would you do that? You start out, obviously, you have like your favorite card, you have your best card, which is in terms of cash. You buy packs from the conveyor belt, obviously, depending on your luck, mutation chance. I have like such a good mutation chance that it almost always has a mutation every time. Very few times there won't be. You can earn some of the passes for free that's in the clan shop. You gotta have like the minimum I think it said it was either search for a clan or you have to be invited. I would join the Discord. They have the anime card collection Discord. Go to the clan chat and ask looking for clan and whatever other stuff you're but yeah, what type of clan you're looking for anyway. Just probably want to be in one that has like active people or a maxed players that have members that will do all their dailies and weeklies. But that's how you get some of the passes. Really helpful. Or you could just buy them. Anyway, then you got your upgrades, which cost cash to a certain amount at some point. I can never read what some of those say because it's so dark. It is so faded. Or it blends in with the outline of so like it's black and that's black. Anyway, the upgrades, you got luck. It helps a bit, but not as much as something else I'll talk about after. You got luck. This drops it by more than half if it's maxed. Mutation chance, huge for those mutations. So like gold, emerald, void, diamond, and rainbow, right? So those are mutations. They boost the cash and stats, I think, by that times. Maybe not the stats, but at least the the cash. Anyway, there's that, and then there's walk speed, which is dice. Hatch potions. How many potions you can use? The minimum, I think, is like there's a set amount, but you can add extra. Like for me, it's 40. I can add more. I know that I think 20 was the minimum or something. Anyway, yes, there's also a traveling merchant. Always look for that guy, but make sure you grab these tokens. Do the parkour, obby, whatever. Every 20 minutes, you can get 2. You can AFK there, but make sure you're jumping or something. So it doesn't like, if you AFK too long, you just stand in front of your base. It makes you teleport there. There are normal tokens. You can pick those up. So the traveling merchant arrives random sometimes every so often. He sells a totem, T1 to T2 and 3s. You can use these, or you can just get the cards and buy. Apparently, I'm out of the void ones. So, I just realized I should not have used that many. So, a good thing to know, I'll talk about exchange after. It would help if I could get those cards to spawn more. This guy can sell bundles. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Okay, so bundles. Although there's bundles and normal cards. Bundles have a pack of 5 cards. So this is a lot. This is also really. I think I'm gonna buy that. With the why? Because if you check your achievements, if you haven't already gotten them all, so there's like you have to get all the normal cards to get an extra pack place, and then the rainbow one for like cash. Achievements just give you stuff. There's a ton of them. I could talk about all of them, but you can read what they give you for doing whatever it says. But yeah, do those things. They help you cash, extra cash, card placements, pet luck, mutation chances, those. So reincarnate, that was a bundle of 5. A 5 bundle. Bundles just let you place 5 cards without literally like, I would have almost no room in my base if I put all normal packs of 43 down, so I wouldn't have room. First I'll finish talking about all the base stuff, not get, there's the grading, okay? Go to the grade. You can grade, you would probably leave all these on, and this is how much they give. The multiplication of the cash, right? And it's RNG when you get it, but if you get enough, if it's fairly cheap, you can get it. Sorry, I just have to always make sure I do the right one. It spawns. Okay. Anyway, there's the merchant. He has stuff you could buy. You usually just buy it with the cash. It shows right there. And if you can't, you can use tokens. If you don't have enough tokens, that's fine. Like I said, you go to the plaza, do this every 20 minutes. There's the raise, which I guess I could talk about now. Sorry, it's kind of a little all over the place, mainly because the traveling merchant. You don't want to miss them. They spawn every so often. They give you, it's just random, but it's always guaranteed to be a diamond, or sorry, I think it's void, diamond, and rainbow, which are the best top 3 mutations. Now you can either get normal ones, a 1 pack, or a bundle. Which I said, a normals are 1 card, a bundle is 5. You just combine 5 of them at the exchange. And you can unbundle, which is good, because say you need it for some other stuff I'll talk about. But this is the raid. You can fight the raid every 20 minutes now. It tells you at the top. And you can do raid voting, unless you're the only person that it starts. You can choose to start it immediately. This is their stats, this is mine, and my health. This is their health, right, and the timer. These bars, you do enough damage, you get a reward, which gives you 3 manga, whatever it's called, 3 manga cards or something, and then XP exchange. So look at my inventory items, not here, misc. So mythical XP things, and these, which manga tokens. Okay, so manga probably won't have it for a while, so you have to get level 30 a rainbow mutation. That's the best one, and SS or higher. You're like, oh, that's kind of expensive, but if a big loopy, right? Straw hat, rainbow, not that bad to get, not on the first pack. It takes a set amount of these to get it, but it also takes, it goes up by 1 every time. So like this would be 2, 3, I already have them, so I can't. 4, 5, 6. So it goes up to 9. I think you need 45 minimum to actually get every single one. So once you get that, you could move to the next cards. But it also gives it 5 times cash to get this. But level 30 is like the longest thing you'll take to get it, maybe. Sometimes it might be the mutation. But that's for manga. XP's over here. You can pick any card, and you can give them XP. Now, keep in mind, this gives 100, right? Uncommon. Rares, 350, 750, 1500, and 3750. So, different amount of XP. Don't just spend it on whatever card. I will say this. Don't do that. That's crazy. These are rare to get, the higher ones. It's random, of course. You can use it all, which just puts every single one in. It doesn't upgrade it, so you don't gotta worry. But this is a good way to get a card that's, say you have a high rainbow you got from the merchant or something. The market or the traveling merchant. You open that and you want to invest your XP tickets into getting them up, okay? Because they'll give more cash. So if I look at like a card that I probably haven't leveled up, which is one of these elites. So he's level 1, 6.5Q. If I go to the raids and I level him up one time, or however little I can, you'll see his XP's gonna go up. But their stats also increase. So one level, right? 6.5Q. Now it's 14.1. That's a big boost for one level. I pretty much more than doubled it. So that's huge. Like, only do that for a card that's mainly has like a good mutation, like say Rainbow, and you also get a grade on them. Okay, well, I guess I could talk about the grade. Like, you can auto it. It costs cash, a set amount based off the card. And you would never want to, like, roll off a UR or one of these. Unless you have tons of cash or tokens. Tokens, like I said, you can collect them. They spawn. Only use a token for a really expensive card. Literally. One you can't even afford. I can't even afford this. So I'd use tokens. I would keep all these on if you're trying to get that card because it'll make you mad cash. You just do that, right? Because he gives me 94QA. He also has a good trait, a mutation, the grade, all the stuff. Also, if you're wondering how to have your favorite card, you just click or press this star button in your index. You have to have them, though. So, all the base stuff pretty much covered, except, I guess the figurines. I can talk about that now. So figurines, pretty much, they restock just like the shop. I think I forgot to buy stuff in the market. So these are random, but they seem less random in, like, I've seen these show up, like, somewhat half the time. So every other time I've gotten them, and they're mainly just for, like, higher one in whatever numbers, right? So you buy them with gems, but you probably won't be able to afford much at the start. That's fine. 10-minute restock time. You upgrade them, you collect your cash. Every mutation increases how much they give. You can level them up, which gives you more gems. Like this one gives 242 a second. I got them up a lot. I didn't realize how much I crammed. So I'd say just a good amount of levels. Yes, you're using them, maybe like 10K. Some of them, not the best, obviously. And that's fine. They still all give you passive amounts of gems. 10K or 1K or whatever, 100 at starting out. It depends how much you're making. So I want to get them all to 10k, the ones that don't give me crazy amounts. But figurines are just like cards, but you level them up by earning and spending the diamonds. Yeah, you do that, and you get a lot. It's passive. It is literally overnight you get this, or just offline, unlike the cards, which okay. So yeah, that is for that. There's still another thing about that. Okay, I already bought those. The last thing the figurines do, upgrades. You get an index. If you get a new one, you claim it. Get it 10 diamonds. So yeah, make sure you do that. Upgrades. So upgrades are, so one I haven't put anything in. They're good, but obviously I wouldn't do it till you have like a few 100,000 or whatever. You know, use it on what you want, but just keep in mind they will increase the price. This is 250 for one level. I go to a ninja, it doubles. So it looks like it pretty much doubles, or not doubles. It goes up by 250 every single. Yeah, every single card, new card set, it'll go up. That's how much it goes up by 250. So that is something to remember. So I'd mainly just try to buy more figurines, get more diamonds a second, upgrade them first, then be like, because you unlock more figurines, you unlock more of these you get. 5 is the max, or 6 is the max of these. But there's like 100. So yeah, you do that. Claim your gems. I wouldn't really like sit and watch it. You don't need to worry about that. It's not too big of a deal. Because they take quite a while to get a lot a second. But yeah, that restocks every 10 minutes. So does the market. And you can do buy all if you have enough cash. And I do not. It would be nice if you could just do buy all and it buys all the affordable cards. These are also at a 40% discount. So buy this if it's an expensive card. For one, you could kind of afford, but not really, but you could in the market. You might get lucky. Buy them there. So for figurines, yeah. So like I was saying with the stats as well, make sure you probably want to get up the lower cards first because you can get them up a lot. Yeah, I'd say till it costs you too much. You know, just get up to whatever level. But 5 or more levels on the lower ones, they'll just go up like, they'll go up a little extra like every single time. Past like what? Level 3, it looks like it. Level 3 upgrade requires more. So do that, right? And you will get your cards to be more cash, more XP, so they level up easier and you can get the manga and they get more stats as well. Same with, it increases their cash, their HP, their damage. The figurines do that. The other way is, I see some people that they're just in the same lobby as me. And they have, I see some of their cards, they have no grades. They have no freaking, they might have mutations, but they have no grades. They have like, might have stars and might have a trait. But those impact a lot. Like, okay, if I took off Straw Hat's, if I took off his cash, like if you're just looking for cash, just put the cash trait. Literally, once you start being able to auto, like you can just AFK the tower. That's how you get them. A bunch of traits, right? Like it, obviously, it does help. I see some people's cards of like, wow, They're not making as much as me because you have all of these things to give them more stats and more cash. So just make sure you get that. So the grade, I would just keep all these on if you start out. It's not that much. I would start from the cheapest card, getting them a grade, all the way to the most expensive. It also makes a sound when you get that. So, is there a card that is... So I'm going to leave all these on. Turn the trait token because it's too expensive for me to roll that. So hopefully I get one on him. And I'm just going to listen for the sound. If I don't get it, that's fine, but I do have a lot. I wouldn't use a token to grade a card. Grade expensive ones you can't afford. Only do that for like... I'd use a few. Minimum, I try to only go for Bs or As. If you can get like a high grade, go ahead. But anyway, it makes... Yeah, that's the sound it makes. Sweet. Now he gives me... Let's go over here and I'll show you. So he was like, not much cash. So like 13, a little more than what he was making. 21. He has level 1, he's got cash. Trait, he has no mutation. Mutations multiply that. So that S plus, that 7.5 will go all the way up to like 70 times 7.5. That's a huge cash increase, as well as I believe it makes their stats go up too. But yeah, for now I'm gonna keep doing this. Why I'm doing UR on all these: 1, I can afford it, and 2, it's the best trait. It'll give you the most cash if you can afford it. I'd say earlier on it's better to do that, better than later. Like I kind of waited, but if you don't have the cash to constantly afford it, don't do it. So yeah, that's the base stuff, right? Only buy card packs that you can like afford within your budget range. And I think that's all the base stuff. Yep. Now the market stuff. We got pet packs. You can save up, and there's also tier 1 quests, which are these, and tier 2. You don't have to do them. You'll probably passively get the pack opening ones, the tower, the craft potions, mutations. Like the more difficult ones are maybe like open up a bunch of packs and mutations, but they're easy to do. Now the index, you want to get 50 minimum. That gives you an extra pet you can have. That's in the achievements. So try to go for like, when it says question mark, let me see if I can find one. Like this, it just means it's between these numbers. So like 15 or 17,000. You just get that. You just try to open a pack that you've gotten like these cards like reliably. Because it'll be near impossible to get it from like a lower luck pack. The best pack, I would just save up and maybe buy 5 or buy 1, whatever you can afford. It's kind of easy to get these. You also get them, you get 5 for being in the game for 5 minutes. So you still get them passively. It doesn't matter if you're doing the quests or not. That's pets. Pets gives you cash multipliers. As you can see, you want to equip best. I have a 2 5 times ones. Took me a while to get the second one, but craft can get expensive. I don't really feel like it's worth it, unless you really just want one of them. Don't craft the expensive ones like the XP. You get potions as well from the parkour over here. and you also get potions. It's only a T1 potion or a 1. But you can get these for the traveling merchant and these potions. You mainly get them from the tower. Like, you can get a lot from the tower, but you also have to just make sure, get your card strong. And you can get far there to earn enough. Anyway, the other stuff in the market, the card market, obviously I already showed that up. Every 10 minutes it restocks. They're random, but they are at least guaranteed 1 pack of all the cards in the game. Relics. Quite another helpful thing. They can give you, starting out until like, okay, so like what, the 4th, the 5th one, they start giving you 2, 3, 4, and then maybe like 5. But yeah, it takes a while. I just realized I can get my next one. So I'm gonna just grab this. I'll talk about this. I just needed like 10 to get this. So you need all mutations. Starting out, you only need regular for pirates, so the others. And then I'll talk about the exchange. So, exchange. Cleats. The rainbow is by far the hardest one to get. Oh boy, something's too expensive for my budget. But yeah, the market's a good place to get some cards that you may or may not have gotten. The exchange, though, exchange is like you can upgrade, downgrade, depending on, so this 35 for 1. I'd say maybe it's worth it if you need a few of them. Don't do it for others. Like, you can get these card packs again also from the tower. They're random, but it also depends how high of a floor you get to. You can downgrade. Downgrade is actually not bad. To get the pack achievement, which I'm not kidding, takes 20 freaking years. Unless you have loads of packs like auto buy. I'm nowhere. If I had auto buy and I just had that, I could get plenty of packs. You wouldn't have to stand there, miss out on any rainbows, any normal packs. If you're AFK, or in general, it's just good to have. So, the time, I don't know. I don't think that's really important. But you can also see other players' damage and their health. Your damage is here total. The time is you can hit them like 5 times. When this hits 2, the boss hits you. They can one-shot you if you don't have enough health. So I have millions, so he doesn't even close to enough to like get me down a little bit. But tougher raids, tougher, higher stats your cards need to be. If you try to exit, you will lose the rewards, I think. Maybe not the ones you got, but you won't be able to re-enter. And this person joined so late. Anyway, as you can see, you also have 3 lives. Pretty much your 3 cards. Always do equip best in a raid. Do not ever put your worst card first, and then, like, it might work in something else, but not in the raids. Okay. So anyway, relics boost gives you bonus stats. They stack. This. So it costs cash to also do this. You can do 110 or 1. When you upgrade, you do not. The only reason to, like, I'd say, downgrade if you're trying to go for, like, the pet quest or you're trying to get the achievement. It's mainly those reasons. Save them for also potions. Okay, crafting those. Bundles are, like I said, 5 for 1. So I could bundle for 12k yen, 100 for that price times 100. And I get 100 bundles. So that's like It's just a lot easier and faster, more neat, if you have a lot of packs, to put in your base, because you will run out of room without bundles. You can unbundle, and it gives you the pack back. It just costs half the amount. That's great. So in case you had a quest or something, or the craft, or even a relic, you want to unbundle it, because you're like, oh, I need just like one more of this mutation. Just do that. So it's a good place to go if you need a few for your relics, or you're trying to get a mutation on a certain card that doesn't want to give you it. So that is all the stuff for the bases, I think. And if I missed anything, please let me know with a comment. The clan. You join a clan, right? I think it said minimum you need 100 packs discovered to like join, not join, but like maybe like look at clans, but maybe not. You do need an invite, I think. Wait, what is this? Invite players. Oh, I can invite people, but I'll say this. You don't just invite random people, even if you make your own. Invite someone that you make sure they're going to be active. Minimum, they're just at least going to do their quests. Like, they don't have to be active. They can just do their quests. Because for clans, not doing quests for everybody, there's also rankings if you care about that. Clans, there's the daily, which gives you 10, and for a total that's 50 a day. Weekly's 50, and there's 10 of them, so that's 250. I believe so, yep. And you can see the members, you can see what their level, pretty much the level is probably how much quests you've done. So yeah, there's that, and there's rewards. You get a milestone, which is just 500 XP. This is why you'd want max members active, to get the most rewards. You can't really see what it gives you. It gives you some nice stuff. You get pet tokens, grade tokens, potions, I think some totems, stuff like that. Really nice things. The shop. You can spend them here, but I would not recommend buying these potions. Or even like any of this stuff. You can just earn it. If you need some, go ahead. But I would just save them for the passes if you don't want to buy them. It's really nice to have those. So that clan, short, simple, and sweet. There's also this, which you can get these by doing certain things. They tell you. Appears in the card market. Appears randomly around the map. On the conveyor belt, so you have to be active to get the 5. Random drop in the tower. Random drop in raids. I didn't know that. Random drop from packs. The better the mutation, the better you know. And this one, I feel like the second one was the hardest to get. But yeah, they tell you how to get them. I would not pick cash. I would maybe pick pet mutation. Because it shows you, like, this goes from 514 to 539. And then you just click this when you have all of them. So yeah, there's the pet one. I think the pet one might be better, but there's also this. You don't need to worry about this. I'd only pick this if you have a very expensive, impossibly one to buy that you can't afford. And I'll show you why later. Card. You can get this if you're missing a certain card and you want that. That can be a good one. I'd say that might be one of the top picks. Wouldn't pick these. You just earn them. Maybe this. Not really. And traits. Possibly traits might be more valuable. It just depends what you feel like you'd want. I wouldn't really pick any of these two. The card and this and mutation. Those. I get so much cash. This is not even like how much cash I get right now, the bottom left. I get every 15 seconds, I earn, let me see how much, 2.35. I don't need to spend a whole wish these can take like maybe a week or two to get. It depends how lucky you are. Yeah, this video is also getting long, but that's because there's a lot to talk about in it. Now, I'll go to the tower first. So you go in here, you got traits, right? And you have armor, which was a somewhat... That was in one of the updates, I don't really remember. A later one that I played it. So you got the tower, right? They clear floors. You see your stats and your health, and the enemies go up a little bit. Now the top person hit 1,051. Now there's a lot of ways to get your cards strong to do this. Sorry, I need to drink some water in my throat. I've been talking a lot, okay? As you could tell. So yeah, the tower, you get trait tokens. You get a lot of trait tokens. You also get bars, which bars are just for like... Well, I'll show you. That's for the armor. Okay, the armor is another way to make your cards stronger. So the tower, you just go up to it. I'm already running it, but it says start. If you want to keep your rewards, make sure you exit and also turn on auto replay if you're good at AFK. Auto exit, do not just like leave the game, you will lose all the rewards you would have earned. So you can have one card per pack. You can't have 5 packs of your strongest like pack, right? So you minimum, if you want to do this, you can do it with one card, but I would get 5 individual packs, like up to Sorcerer, and then run it. Equip best, but when you equip best, remember the cards, deselect every card but the last one. So like, you click on the left side and get it all the way down to the worst card. It equips your absolute strongest first. As you can see, he's now my strongest. Like, have your worst card be first. That is also your highest stat weakest card. So that's why you equip best, and then equip them in the opposite order pretty much, right? You get bars every 100 floors and up. A chance. It'll tell you what you get, like normal, regular packs, mutation packs. And every 50 floors, they get stronger. Card, you don't heal, okay? They scale on the tier of the enemies. You get potions, cash, packs, mutation packs, armor bars, traits, you know, all that. So, wait, cards, yeah, they scale. So yeah, they scale. This is how you get some good stuff with traits. So if I go over to traits, so let me see, how much was I getting for the, what was it? It was the Straw Hat card, Luffy. So if I go there, right, I will show you just how much less cash. So he's getting 10.7 million. That is with the cash trait. So if I just quickly take it off of them, you're gonna see. So I'm just gonna roll. Okay, I got Scholar, which gives me more XP, but that's only if you're opening packs. So he lost like 3+ million. You're like, oh, that's not a big deal. It kind of is, especially if you want cash. There's fortune, right? There's XP, there's health and damage. Now, I would recommend starting out probably doing cash. Get you more packs, get more packs, get better packs, mutations. And then like maybe have your best card for like a tower, have them with health. Because if they can like, they'll mainly one-shot cards at some point. So always do that. So I'm going to just, again, reroll. And we have down here, I wouldn't really get these unless you're like, okay, I want to get cash. Only have the cash ones on. Then your strongest card for towers or raids, you only really need one strong card for a raid. As you could tell, they can solo it. They don't need it. If you have all these things to increase your stats. As I already talked about figurines, the levels, the grade, the traits, the mutation. But those are like somewhat good boosts, maybe not the biggest one. The figurines are, oh my gosh, and I got assassin. Sweet. So, auto stop, make sure you have it on checked mark. I wouldn't have this unless you're like, oh, I want to level up this card. Go right ahead. It's good to have this. That does the same as Scholar, but it gives them health. So this might actually be the best one if you want to get their level up by opening card packs and XP. For the tower as well, because you could literally get yourself, XP, bonus XP, and extra health. Because I thought, yeah, having more damage is better on a raid boss than it is in the tower. You want them to have this one for towers. About double health and damage. So I would have these all cash ones for cash and all the attack ones. And these can boost all your stats, these two. I only have a few cards with it. It's really rare. Anyway, traits can give you some nice stat boosts. He's also going to do extra damage if I ever take him into, like, the Star Trials. But this is for the traits, right? Always get a cash trait. If you don't have many, just settle for, like, fortune. Just put all the fortunes on. And then have all these on as well, whatever you want. I would mainly do cash starting out, and then you got the armor. The armor is highly RNG right now. I hope they update it, fix it. Even though I have these on, I've gotten one card with an SS. Or sorry, I've got one armor piece. It was this one, right? Because they did an upgrade minimum SS. I may have enough bars, but I for sure don't have the grade. I'm not kidding you. Like, this is why I say that this is kind of more RNG. Way more RNG. If I look at the chances, look, 25 for F. And that's like a non-existent number. It's not even like a 1%. But if I go to silver, wow, it didn't even go up by double percent. It just feels like, this looks like I've rolled a ton. You can get a good grade, but it's RNG heavily. This armor thing, I think, needs a somewhat better, at least a better chance to get some of these. Like, I get if it maybe they're the pity. I took like 1,000 bars or something. I'm fine with that to get one of these. They boost your stats. These just, the chances feel like they're insignificant. But anyway, whoops. I would never, like, use a more expensive bar when you get more of these, right? Yeah, I would just go for getting minimum a decent one, like A, B, or whatever. S is good. It's as decent as it gets for how hard it is to get a grade. Sorry, I just had to, I did not want to walk into that. But yeah, making sure you have your armor boosts your stats, right? It gives you damage and health. Now, getting this up gives you a permanent 20%. So this is technically 60% boost, right? But you have to get a double S. And these bars go up like 500 each. The first one for bronze is 25, and then silver. And because the bars take 20 years to get enough, I get maybe 30 bronze bars now, and that's 500 plus bars. If it was every 100 to 200 and I get like 25, 50, maybe 50, I'd take 50. You just get such few amount, it's like, it takes a lot of farming. And to get the minimum, to even get them to drop, it's 100 plus floors. But yeah, they give you damage. So like, these 3 damage, these 3 health. You can get some good stats from that. So when you actually are able to reach 100 plus floors, do that. Just get like a grade on each would help. Excuse me, maybe not some of them. Some of these give you like no stats. They actually don't. Like I think F. But anyway, that's the tower. The last thing is the Star Trials, which probably give you somewhat the biggest boost. You do have to have enough levels. You have to have a good grade and trait minimum. So like, oh, hello. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy your whole stock. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. That's a Revenger pack, right? What is? I already bought an expensive one with my tokens. I'm checking the wrong place. Go to achievements because I can't afford that. Yeah, that's literally the 3rd best pack. But technically, I don't think I want to do it. Why? Because it's only void. I'd maybe only buy this. If you are looking to gain some cash, sure, go ahead if you have that many tokens. But I don't think I'll buy it. I got like I'd say rainbow to diamond because 70 for the, right, 70 for the rainbow times, and it was like 50 or something like that for the diamond, and like maybe 25 for the void. It's still good, but I just don't think it's good enough. At least for me. If you're needing a good card, I'd just save your tokens, buy it from the merchant, because really the easiest way to get a card that can give you lots of cash early on. Man, I need to drink more water. But yeah, that's a good way to get a really expensive card. And if it's if it was a bundle, I actually should check. If it's a bundle, that is, I would say it's more worth it to save up for a bundle one instead. Why? You could get 5, or you could just get 1, or a few. You, most certainly minimum, I feel like you get 2 to 3 from a bundle. So, it's better to save your traveling tokens to buy a bundle. If it's really expensive, like, I'm gonna have to save up because I spent it on, what pack was it again? Oh yeah, it was, that's not the pack. Where's my I swear this is rainbow, but yeah, no, this is rainbow. Are you serious? Dude, I could have sworn I bought a freaking bundle for this pack. Was it a different pack? I feel like, either I'm not remembering it right or something's up, because I swear I bought a bundle for this and it was rainbow. But anyway, so he's selling a non-bundle. Now, you'll know when it is because it literally looks like a card pack. I think it will also tell you it's a bundle. But this one ain't worth it, at least for me. But yeah, do that, and you could get some expensive cards. Let me go back, keep rerolling this, because it takes so long to get these for me sometimes. Even if I'm AFKing, sometimes I still get it anyway. Talk about everything but this. There's expeditions. And I totally forgot to send them on one for the ego. Now it does take tickets and you can see the time. Recommended, probably just do an exploration of your... I would get these done if you're not going to be on the game that long, because there's the reset. You get 5 a day. You can get an extra one for every 60, it looks like it. 1, let's see, 2, that's up to 7, 8, 9, I think you can get 10, right? No, so it might go up to just 9 or 10. It looks like just 9. So you can get 9, but you can also get extra Marines. You can buy this one only for Robux. So if you're not going to be on much, just do the Pirate regular pack or a Rainbow regular. Or, sorry, a Rainbow but a cheaper pack. Getting the extra Marines allows you to get through this way faster. And there is a cash discount. There's faster time. Pretty much, and extra expeditions. Those 3 things for expeditions. Because if you try to get like a really expensive card pack, you could afford it for a rainbow. You could do this too. If you make enough, do that for a rainbow, because one, you can't really probably... It's super RNG for the the traveling merchant, not really, but traveling merchant and the... What is it? The traveling merchant and the market. But the traveling merchant, you can obviously, like I said, use the tokens, buy it, probably save up for a bundle or something good, you know? That's a good idea. But you run this, you can take 1 card, but it does regen after every fight. So like I was trying to show the other thing. Easy. So his cash was 1.7 billion, I think. And getting this up gives all their stats, their cash, their health, their damage. And I think their XP too, maybe, up to 25% every time. So he, instead of him making 1.7 billion, let's see how much he makes. But there's another way to boost all of the stats. Probably the biggest, right? So, base. Let me go to him again. 2.3 billion, right? That's how much he's getting, because I got the figurines up now. Yeah, so it's not XP, but the other things are XP. So I talked to this guy. Okay, I'm just gonna open these because they're like pretty much done. But now he's making how much? 2.9. He was at what? It doesn't seem like a lot, but that's a few stars. All these things, it's mainly not for the cash at the start. It might be for the cash. But it does boost all their stats, right? So another reason why I say just do all this stuff. Your grades, your mutation, your levels, which the figurines can help make that easier, because I'm not kidding you, trying to get a level in some of these lower cards, even up to high 20s, are such a pain. It's actually kind of difficult. But I'd say this. If you're trying to get cash, use your highest rainbow you got from the merchant or something. Like, it's worth it. You can now do an expedition to get any card. as long as you have the cash. So once you reach the cash amount, you can just get another one. You can complete your relics fairly easily with the expedition now. You just work up to it. You do all these things I talked about, and I hope this helped. If it did, please leave a like. Let me know you enjoyed it and it helped you. Also, a comment be appreciated. I will try to reply to any comments that actually have a question, anything I missed in this, or anything like that. And also subscribe if you enjoyed. Helps out my channel. And enable notifications if you do. It's free. And so you don't miss anything. Any videos or live streams I make. But yeah, there's the last thing in the Star Trials. You run this, you get a reward. 30 for that, and it just goes up and up. Okay. You can pretty much not really do this. This is the hardest part. This, like, what should be easy, go to the next difficulty. If you find out that card can't handle it, one, you probably want to get an attack and health trait. But I wouldn't really do that. You can the card boost its stats by 2 things. Obviously the level, the mutation, all those things. But also, make sure I would get up the double reward first. It goes up to like, I think it's 22.5 or something in total. Double chance. Battle speed, as you could tell, I was doing it twice as fast. It was crazy. It's so worth it to get this up. Until you can do minimum hard without a problem, just do that. Don't get this up until you need to. It is so worth it to just get those other things up first, right? You get them up and you won't have problems. Not that you won't have problems, sorry. You will have it'll just make it a little easier. This is only when you need it, right? Because it is not the way that gives you the most amount of possible, the most amount of possible, like, gains. You're trying to get as much as you can, right? You're not trying to just, oh, if I do this, I can get myself, like, you just, you know what I'm trying to say. It's only when you need it. You want to get these because clearing faster, you get more rewards faster. So this and then this, 5 would be minimum if you could get it up there immediately. I would not do it any other order first. Like, this could be good, but it's so slow. And this. So it's it's like random amount of tickets you get. Like, this does not actually, this just gives you a better chance, but it's not like, oh, if you have at least 1%, that's fine. You'll get a ticket at least, maybe. I've gotten plenty just for AFKing. But these, get them up next, after those 2, and then this. Because if you're AFKing it a lot, which you could do, you get it done. I'll show you why you don't want to just jump up to the... 1, you don't get this gain in the stats, right? So look. Oh my gosh, man. If I had auto buy, I would never have to do this. Eventually, I will get it. Because I know it's going to help me out. So, for putting cards, I'd say I wouldn't really want to use these. I'm mostly just going for gold and regular. Maybe sometimes a void. Actually, emerald, sorry. Emerald's below void. Emerald because it's the 3rd lowest, but you just depends. Do you want to get more cash? You have to sometimes save them because if they're really, like, so expensive, They may not always give you a ton of cash. You probably might get more from a lower card that has more levels. So that's another reason. Don't just be like, oh, I'll put every card pack down I get. Yeah, that can be helpful. But at the same time, I've learned that I went through all the packs for like relics. Well, now it's not as big a deal for relics because you can literally just get every single pack because this conveyor belt doesn't always give you what you need. So conveyor belt, yeah, it just doesn't always give you what you need. But now you can do that with, of course, the expeditions, which is super nice. As long as you have the cash, you just work up slowly to it. That I would mainly use for a relic. You don't really want to. You don't want to just get that. You can also use it to get a good card that you could afford. Highest mutation possible for cash. Literally the minimum other alternative I would do. But yeah, do that. It is not worth it to just use them because I got stuck so badly on one stinking type of pack. I'm like, it takes forever to get me it. And then the exchange isn't really worth it because I'm losing packs that I could save for XP and stuff. But yeah, I guess there's also this if you want more luck, but you don't need that. So yeah, all of that stuff, I hope this, if I tried to do, I'll just tell you, I can't do hard on quite a lot of my cards. Look, this is why. This is also another reason you want to get these up one by one. It also obviously gives you more stats, which helps. But yeah, you won't be able to do the harder difficulties till you get minimum the next upgrade, and then, like I talked about the other stuff, these help quite a bit. 5%, 50, you get like half the amount more, so it does help. And figurines boost it, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed me rambling. Sorry, sometimes I do that. Too much. Anyway, yeah, if this helped, let me know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.